So we've got the melee cleaves, as I predicted. The enhanced shaman feral on this side of no OneHeal, and the turbo team on the side of TurboDream, of course.
So Swapsy decided to go Shaman.
Yeah, it's interesting they have Swapsy on the shaman, as both Jamie and Swapsy are both enhanced players. I feel like maybe Swapsy's a bit more. I don't really know. I thought Jamie was more of the enhanced shaman, but maybe not.
Maybe Jamie didn't play the new patch as much as Swapsy.
That could be the case. I mean, I'm not sure who wins this. I feel like the warrior team might just do so much damage onto the feral that it's just unhealable. But then again, the feral does have a lot of cleave. But we're getting into it now. So as we see, Batman main just putting his totems down behind the pillar. He's playing very, very defensive as expected. Top Geek, of course, playing with that weight of the crane. Everyone's just piling onto the middle. Static field totem out. Big damage going onto Blizzo as the incarnation is popped. They swap onto Top Geek. Now Top Geek getting absolutely sent. He's forcing Kakuma. Blizzo now into the parry. He's dropping very, very low too. Top Geek, he's not able to carry on any heals onto anyone. Swapsy barely holding on without having to use his wall. So now the pressure is turning it back on to D tier. Batman main put into the stun. Top Geek, though, he is the one taking the most damage. He put into the stun, into the DR bash, into the DR main, but it does not matter as D tier just gets sent in that go. They went very offensive onto the Mistweaver monk, but looks like the enhanced shaman just got sent on their go.
Yeah, it was brutal.
I don't think anyone predicted that. There was no Spirit Link coming out. There was like no real defenses press. They tried to go offensive, but they just got completely demolished on their offensive go.
All right, let's see the damage. The ferals are still in the good shape damage-wise.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting the triple cleave onto everyone, right? They're all stacking up, so he can just get all that huge AoE. And as you see, as I said earlier, the Mistweaver can't really target his heals when he's playing Crane like this. So he's just kind of AoE healing. And it's just, it's quite, I mean, they almost went down without using, well, no, with using Cool. They almost died through parry and Cocoon, but managed to snipe in the kill just in time.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off the weak aura. Make some random noises.
I mean, that game kind of went how I thought it would, to be honest.
So, what do you
don't
expect
win
next?
with the Incarn in the start. I mean, I think it's going to be the same, really. Maybe he'll swap off the Enhance because it seemed very, very squishy. But then again, they still did die with cooldowns. Enhance seems very good, though. Like, both teams playing Enhance. One of them just dying, like, immediately. I'm not sure about the Enhanced Feral, though. It seems a bit random. Slap the classes together, but... They said they still had cooldowns left.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if they are, if they're going a little bit deeper into the game, I think they will win mana-wise regardless.
From the looks of this, it doesn't look like any game is going to be a mana game. I mean, this game was so quick. It seems like damage is just ridiculously high compared to healing at the moment. I think the scaling on these trinkets, they changed it from just passive stats to percentage based. So I'm not sure if it's going to level out when you get more gear, but currently it just seems like damage is just... Even though they tried to make it smaller with the crit reduction, it just seems like unhealable currently.
Yeah.
But then again, if you look at the healing done, it's majority was just heal earth and wall.
Alright, so here comes the game number 2.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be playing the same compositions once again. Picking the closer map this time. This map will mean that Nurse Shaman is in sheer range more. Maybe it's easy to get a link off. We couldn't quite get a link off last game, unfortunately.
Do you think they're playing in the blue PvP set now?
The bloody token gear?
Uh-huh.
Maybe. I mean, if they could be bothered to farm it out, I think it takes a while to farm, but it is like 10, maybe 15 eye levels higher, so good if they are. I'm not entirely sure if... I mean, they wouldn't be full.
Okay, let's go. Business pushing.
Alright, so we go in now with the War Banner drop down from Blizzard preemptively. They do get static fielded away, though, as they send the damage on to TJ. No cooldowns being popped from either side just now. There comes the leg sweep onto D-Tier and TJ as the Incarnation is popped as well. They're going hard onto Next once again, as everyone just in this ball of static field on to TJ as he tries to avoid the damage a bit. He's actually forced kind of defensive on his Incarn. D-Tier taking so much damage, though, forced into the wall. The Ascendant out from Batman main, as TJ he's just having to run a bit on his Incarn, and his Incarn doesn't look like he's getting that much pressure. They did force out the parry from Blizzo, though, as they go back on to Top Geeks, put into that main, manages to get the Cocoon out, having to trinket for that, though. Now Swapsy very, very low as well, using his Ancestral Shift. D-Tier put into the Fear with Batman main. Is he able to get the Tremor? He does get the Tremor into the Paralysis onto Batman. Now TJ with his wall, he uses his Frenzy on to Next. Maybe doesn't look like they have that much damage for it, but this is looking neck and neck so far. So Top Geek taking a lot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is a very but this meta seems faster than last meta.
Yeah, I think so. Because before that, you couldn't kill, like, you couldn't actually land the kill unless you use all the CDs, and here comes like the random damage can bring you down. Okay, it seems like I need to reload. But look look on the damage difference in between of D-Tier and Swapsy. It's around 20%.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of surprising because they do have that orb as well.
Mm-hmm.
As I was saying, the Mistweaver giving that 10% damage increase. Maybe they're playing different talents, not sure. I mean, Slopswheel's playing a bit defensive with the static field totems as well. If you look at the healing done, it's just okay. Ulti did a lot more healing this game. I mean, last game was literally just his top healing was just Earth and Wall, and it was nothing else really. But this game he actually sent out the heals, and that was good for him. But that does look like they have the right strat though, just trying to kill the Mistweaver. But it looked very, very close at one point. The Enhance is looking very, very strong.
Ah, maybe Swapsy will bring his Warlock now. What do you think?
No,
No?
definitely not. I'm not playing Warlock into Enhance plus Mortal Strike melee. That sounds miserable. I mean, maybe you can kite it out, but if the game is this fast, I think you just get it completely obliterated. I don't see how you would...
Yeah, well, I think they played like, what, 3.1 last season LSD? Maybe they just...
I mean, maybe, but they played with Demo, and playing
Yeah.
Demo into Feral is just horrible because, you know, they get their bites all the time. They do so much damage. And then you probably end up playing Destro, but I mean, I'm not... Destro is still quite squishy, even though it does a lot of damage, so I feel like it would just fall over pretty fast. I mean, I think if they can just score a kill a bit sooner, then they should be able to bring this out. Maybe bring in the Ret Paladin instead. Trusty Ret Warrior is always solid. With a nice Swapsy now, he's going to take a long, hard think.
Yeah.
I've played against Swapsy in many tournaments. It's he is the man that thinks the most. Legendary toilet break man. After every game, Swapsy is AFK, but oh no, he's here instantly. Okay, didn't have to think much about this one. Just going in for the TurboDream. It's like they're gonna ride or die on this comp. We're gonna have same compositions for both team again. We have Black Rook Arena now, possibly, in my opinion, the worst arena in the game. It's not too bad, I guess, if you're playing a melee cleaver, it's gonna be in a big ball. You can actually port away defensively, maybe that's why they took this map. So the next can get away if he's in trouble. Interesting to see if he plays a port stun this game or not. Alright, so as we go in, TJ goes in instantly, gets the rake onto Blizzo. Doesn't quite pop his incarn yet, though. It looks like he's saving it, and here it goes. Here is the incarnation. The leg sweep onto both the DPS, a Stormbolt onto Batman. Looks like Top Geek is taking the brunt of the damage here as he sends out his wall as well. Disarm goes out onto D-tier. Does get instantly trinketed, though. TJ also opting to trinket very, very fast. They want to play incredibly aggro on this opener. They know they're in a very limited time to actually win the game if we go judge by the other games. But D-tier taking a lot of damage here, choosing to wall at about 20% health. Is really struggling to pick him up. The paralysis goes on to ulti here as D-tier is still very, very low coming out of this wall. Here comes the static field. The stun goes out, and as I said, he's playing that port stun, so he is fine on that go. D-tier, though, dropping so low. The link comes in just in time, able to land at that link, but he's still 40%, 30% ulti, really struggling to heal up here as they're trying to get pressure back on to next. It doesn't look like they can really get much. The leg sweep comes out onto D-tier as he is put into about 40% health. Batman main now. The wall comes out. TJ also very, very low. He does have his walls available, and it looks like they're getting absolutely annihilated. They need to turn the pressure back onto Top Geek if they possibly can. The stun goes out onto Blizzo now. TJ, though, forced very defensively on their own go once again. Looks like they don't really do much outside of their incarnation cooldowns. The stun comes out onto Batman as TJ jumps right over onto Top Geek. The knock comes out, and ulti just gets completely sent. Yeah, the heroism comes out from Swapsy, and the game just ends. I mean, this Turbo is looking back.
Yeah, that was something. Well, they swapped Batman like 20 seconds earlier, and they forced his wall and trinket and everything. He survived, but then they swapped again, and he just died. No link, no wall, no...
I mean, they never recovered from the link. He pressed link, and everyone was just dead the entire game afterwards. I mean, this enhanced damage is ridiculous, though. It's ranged as well. If you look at his death log, it's just lightning bolts.
He's like a Zeus throwing the...
This is someone needs to phone up Diablos. This is his meta. 3, 2, 1, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, but it feels like the healing of the monk is still crazy.
Yeah, it is for sure. I mean, the Crane still does a lot of healing. He still does a lot of damage as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing 2 million damage compared to the Shaman that's bringing basically nothing, it seems. He has Earthen Wall, but I mean, what goes is Earthen Wall when your healer does 2 million damage? Doing half of Blizzo's. Swapsy now out damaging Ice Wave as well, so they're not complete Shaman diff, they're just trading blow for blow. I'm sure he changed his spec up this game, because he did a lot more lightning bolt damage. He has Ascendance here as well. The Ascendance of Ice Wave does not do too much compared. Swapsy's at 300k, his did 70. I think that was it now? Is it 2-1?
Yep.
Okay. This is best of 5. We're going to be having that last game then. I wonder if they're going to swap this composition. It doesn't look very strong. It seems pretty gimmicky based around just instantly killing the monk on the in-karma. I think now that they're playing a little bit more defensive and
Yeah.
get into it.
If you survive that moment, then basically you can just stand still and do damage. And it's so annoying to play against melee monk. Against oh, Jesus Christ, what's its name? Well, against monk, not mystery, fist weaver monk. Yeah, fist weaver. Because you know that the rest of shaman is kind of in range of incap. Then it has what it has. They have shocks of the swapsy. He's trying to fake as far as I can see, but it's like quite hard because you know swapsy is not sending earth shocks randomly. He's actually waiting for the very end of the cast. And he's like the damage is that high that he's just unable to keep the targets alive with just retides. As shamans, you know, they're kind of addicted to the hot play style. They don't actually cast that much, but nowadays it seems like you have to cast.
Yeah, I mean, no one's actually killing the totems either. They're just dying
Yeah.
through the healing stream. I know last patch actually you're killing healing streams and healing tides like pretty
Mm-hmm.
much on cooldown, but in this game everyone's ignoring them, just killing through.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And
think
I'm
they'll
not
just swap
actually
out the
quite
shaman.
sure which damage is there. Like maybe it's the trinket. Maybe it's just the trinket's difference, the way they changed it, or maybe it's just in general the item level scales, you know, out of control a little bit.
I mean, they buffed HP, right? But I think they also
Yeah.
nerfed something. But I think this increase on agility and strength and whatnot is
Yes.
pretty
Yes. Yes.
OP.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, he has swapped to the Evoker now. I was thinking he might do that. It seems like Rest of Shaman's not really bringing in enough healing currently.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what the rest of Druid can provide.
Also, Druid.
Oh,
It's on the Evoker.
yeah, Walker. Pardon me. I was walking at the jugs there.
Alright, so we pretty much got the exact same comps again. Sticking to the Enhanced Feral. Seems like everyone just wants to try their Enhance currently. I mean, this map, maybe the Monk... I mean, he can still port to safety, but it's not quite behind that huge gate like there is on Blackrock Arena, so they can actually reconnect to him as well. I'm not entirely sure how Evoker is this patch. I haven't seen too many of them so far. Seems like Monk is king, so currently though. As we get into the game. Let's see, TJ looking for that opener, gets the double stun onto Top Geek and onto Blizzo, pops his incarn immediately. Looks like Top Geek actually maybe out range of his port. The intervene comes up, the Sunder comes out, the disarm onto Ice Wave, instantly trinkets out. There is the static field totem trying to peel him as much as possible. The damage goes out onto Ice Wave. Blizzo with the avatar trying to connect onto as much as he can. The leg sweep comes out onto Ice Wave, but the nullified shroud onto ulti means that he cannot be paralysis just yet, but the damage goes onto Top Geek now. If they can actually force anything here, it doesn't have his cocoon available, using to diffuse magic out. Communion comes out from ulti here as well. That is his biggest healing cooldown, so it looks like I'm going to be running out of abilities very, very soon. They have no offensives on the side of ulti. They have no defensive on the side of ulti either. Now TJ taking a lot of damage, choosing to kite away. But he does get some damage onto Swapsy, though. Looks like Top Geek is struggling to heal up the team. The main goes onto him. He does have Trinket available, but he has no buttons to press out of it. Blizzo into the parry. Swapsy also a little bit low. The pummel comes out onto ulti as they do swap the pressure round onto TJ. TJ is choosing to wall here as well, but Top Geek is the one taking a lot of damage. The Ascendance comes out, though, from Swapsy. And Swapsy just sends him immediately with the Ascendance. I mean, this damage is pretty disgusting, I think.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
I mean that game was looking a little bit better with the Evoker, but I mean,
yeah,
Ascendance
exactly.
just gets popped and the game just ends.
Man, enhancement.
Interesting. I assume we're going to see. I see why he's stuck to his enhance. Okay, apparently I've been saying Elswave's name wrong the entire time. Apparently it's an L, not an I. I always thought it was an I. But okay. It's kind of hard to track the names because everyone's got a different character name to their actual, like, nickname, you know? So I think I'm swapping between names all the time. It's my bad.
Okay, so I'm looking at the brackets now.